Everything seems to be fine now. Okay, so audio issues are resolved. So I had some audio issues related to G-Hub of all things, um, which I only had to open to rebind some mouse side buttons to keyboard inputs because there's currently an input bug with the current release of the new Outer Wilds DLC that prevents me from using vertical thrusts specifically, or I guess other hold inputs with that. So I had to rebind them to keyboard inputs and then bind them to the keyboard inputs again. Complicated, annoying shit, but whatever. It's Outer Wilds. I will put up with a little bit of technical difficulty for fucking Outer Wilds. Anyway, I need to pee real quick, and then we will get started, okay? Okay. Hello. So we're gonna get started. Okay. So Outer Wilds. So after troubleshooting, we did do a couple things, just the one. We went to the museum. There's a new exhibit explaining that there was a long-range satellite installed on a vertical orbit plane far outside the solar system. Like, most outermost ring. You could probably see it on the map here. It'll behave. Yeah, there it is. And that was used to take some photos, on which Hornfels saw some creepy shit. Which reminds me, I should go talk to Hornfels before I go check out the satellite. See if he has anything to say about it. Or they, excuse me. I want to respect my non-binary fish goblins. Respect your non-binary fish goblins everywhere. I'm not being sarcastic. I will fight you. Okay, so we have two options. We can go straight to this satellite. Or we can go talk to Gabbro, who apparently did some repair and upgrade work on it. Or something along those lines. Don't mind me, I'm just icing my thumb periodically when I'm not using the mouse. Oh man, that burn sucks. That's mostly not so bad now, though. I think I'm just gonna go straight for it and see if I find anything interesting. Said they saw something strange and eerie in the photos, And I did see what looked like some kind of strange mass eclipsing the sun. Not sure if this is just going to be a tiny little satellite or if it's meant to be like a small space station. Isn't that a quaint little view of our little space out here? Our solar system. Hey, look at that. I see a log. Play report. Gabbro here, checking in on the deep space satellite per ground control's request. Check out a possible equipment problem. See Hornfels? I too do work. You know, I wouldn't mind being a satellite. It's peaceful out here among the distant stars and the soft velvety darkness. But it's awfully nice for naps too. Alright, the lens. Alright, little satellite, let's see what the trouble is. Oh, everything looks a-okay. Ground control, no dust or scratches on the lens, no evidence of sparking or violent explosions. Guess that rules out an equipment malfunction after all. Hear that, pal? You're in great shape. Keep up the good work out here. Unidentified signal. Goodbye. Deep space radio. Oh, there's more of these. So we have the satellite. We've got one way off over there. 27 kilometers away. Seems like those are the only two right now. Ah, I guess this is the other end, right? This is the satellite on Timberheart. Okay. I guess the easiest thing would be to talk to Gabbro. This feels very routine for still being caught in a whole time loop. I know, I'm abusing the autopilot. I promised myself I wouldn't. I should stop. Gotta actually fly my flights here. I'll take the risk and just slam it. I'm just gonna slam Giant's Dude. About an 80-85% chance I hit water, so. And if not, it will make for a spectacular explosion, so it's all good. Let's see if we can talk to Gabbro about it. Check Gabbro's Island. That's the build yard, construction site. There's Gabbro. Oh, Gabbro. I have some questions for you about the weird satellite photos. Oh yeah, the one in the woods. I remember reading that. Pretty fun, right? It works out to a good 24 columns. When I'm done exploring, I want to make some more quantum art. Maybe some kind of creature sculpture that just, like, shows up while your back is turned and scares the daylights out of you. Aha, fun SCP reference, I get you. Found a photo of you inside the old radio tower. Nice! Did I look busy in it? I hope I look busy. Must have been from the time Horfell sent me to check a deep space satellite. I thought old Spacey might be malfunctioning, but I couldn't find a single thing wrong with it. Which is probably how I got a shot of my beautiful, be-helmeted face, come to think of it. I always thought it was kinda sweet that the best way to find old Spacey is to use a map. It's generally generated by the satellite itself, isn't it? Like it's inviting us to visit. Good old deep space satellite. Always making sure we know where we're going. Old Spacey? I mean, the satellite's not super old, but it's hardly brand new. All is more a term of affection. You're being more literal-minded about this. All Spacey likes visitors, you know. Fastest way to find it is to jump out your ship and use the solar system map to lock onto our faithful satellite pen. Same as you would any astral body. Hello again. I have a map? Yeah, the one that's standard with all our spacesuits? The one you have with you at all times that opens with the press of a button? That map? You didn't get conked in the head by a rock or meteorite or something in your right here, did you? There's no shame in that. It happens to me all the time. In case you're hit especially hard, don't forget that you can jump into your ship and use your solar system map to lock onto any astral body. It's the easiest way to visit old Spacey, too. I know, Hornfels probably told me why, but Hornfels tells me lots of things. Sometimes it's you not. Or pretend there's signal interference and I can't hear them. Best guess is the deep space satellites have sent Timberhearth some weird pictures, but like, what's considered weird for a satellite, you know? Anyway, if you want to visit old Spacey, fastest way. Okay, he's telling me to go back to satellite, which I already did. So let me peeksies at the rumor view again, because maybe there's something that I'm not considering. Nope, just the one. Something strange in one of the photos. Could it be a quantum object that I have to take a photo of the photo in order to see? That's my guess. That's my best guess so far. Oh man, they did some tuning to the sound. It sounds better than it ever has. Right, I'm not using the autopilot this time. Also, I figured out what the hot secret is for not going so fast that you crash violently into planets. Although I might be going a little too fast this time. That's what we're looking for. So Hornfels noticed something strange in one of the photos. What did Hornfels notice? Let's have a look at the photos then. Settling angle 350 degrees. Brittle Hollow, Interloper, Bramble. That would be Timberhearth then, and Adelrock. Floating above it. Okay. 248 degrees. Doesn't seem anything out of the ordinary here. This is interesting though. Satellite angle 40 degrees. Something strange interfering with the sun at 40 degrees. So it sounds like I need to get the satellite angle to 40 degrees. And see what I can see towards the sun from there. Seems like my best bet. How's the sun toasting out? I think it's time for a loop reset. So it seems like we're looking for the satellite angle of 40 degrees. I assume that's 40 degrees from its horizontal point starting position. Which would be roughly halfway to being straight above the sun. I know how degrees work. 45 is halfway to the sun. And that might align that thing perfectly with the sun, perhaps. That's what I can think of right now. So there's going to be something we could see out there. At least that's my current guess. I can't be sure. Not yet. The secret to not crashing, by the way, is when the first two numbers line up with each other, you instantly start slowing down. So they're about to both hit 10 or 9. Start slowing down immediately, and you generally won't crash. Whoa! I say zipping past. That was because I stopped anti-toasting though. First. So I can only... Was I going that fast? What the hell? It actually, like, gave me a heart attack. Jesus. Am I alive? You're in fact alive. Sorta. Maybe I just take the autopilot this time, because that one's a small object and hard to see. Or I could crash into it again. That sounds more fun to me. It's dumb. My poor fucking roasted dumb man. It's not a really bad burn mine. First degree. Hurts like hell, but it's like a bother you for a week kind of burn, not a go to the hospital and disinfect immediately kind of burn. SYNTHSTREAM. Still going kind of fast. ship's attacked, so I guess we're fine. Jesus fucking H-man. Fix the electrical and stuff in a moment. This thing is very small compared to everything else in the game. I think I busted it. It looks extremely busted. So is this little satellite implied then to be what gives us our map? Can I repair it? There's no... Well, we knocked ourselves way out of the solar system. I'm just going to use autopilot this time because I'm not used to flying such small objects. And because I'm reckless as shit. And poor Fringy. Thumbo. Is a Thumbo adjacent to a Thumbo? Questions I shouldn't ask. Okay, note to self, slow down sooner this time. Yes, I am going to keep crashing into it, because I need to learn how to fly again. I was doing fine earlier today, but I'm apparently not good at small objects right now. No risk taking. Do it with a 2,000 difference. That was almost 3,000 or 4,000. That's fine. Gonna deviate just in case I accidentally don't miss it. Ooh, boo, 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 boo. Zoom. Yeah. Almost broke my map again. Looks like there might be a panel on it. Can I change its degree angle? Oh no, but it does read out the current degrees. We're 23 degrees. Are we climbing? We're climbing, okay. So it said at 40 degrees was where we started seeing weird shit. $40. That's what we're waiting for. Three. That is an entire planet. That is an entire planet. It's huge too, whatever it is. What is that? Here, I want to keep it in the sun's, like, flip so that I can kind of see it. Bro, what the fuck? This is a ship. So this is some kind of landing bay. Or some space-timed space station anomaly? What the hell is this? Error. Unknown language. Oh. Okay, it turns to my flashlight. What the? Oh my god. Outer Wilds devs, you have outdone yourself with this location. Oh my god. Still an unknown language. There's a village here. Ship log updated. Are we still technically trapped in a time loop here? Who are you? Lantern. Can I do something with this? It looks broken. Third species? It must be. They don't quite look like the Namai. god, we're on a space station. What would you call it, like a vivarium or something? Move slide reel. So we have a slide reel, we have a lantern. So I think our problem is this lantern is clearly broken. We need to find a one that's not. I presume we're still on the clock here when it comes to the loop as well, so I gotta be quick about this. Third race? An entire, like, greenhouse space station? I'm like taken aback almost. I feel like woozy, like this has so many implications. Like this is not Nomai architecture. Nomai like sandstone. This is all wooden and light oriented. Ah, working lantern. This place is just visually, like, I'm taken aback almost. Oh. Ringed planet with another orbiting it. He's calling out its signal. They found it. Yeah, the dark room. That face change. Oh man, hollow eyes. Hollow eyes in a gate mouth. Just they fucking get me, bro. So from what we gleaned from that, these creatures, the Eye of the Universe called out to these creatures. They found it. They understood it, perhaps even entered it. And it transformed them into something terrifying enough to make me literally quake in my boots over here. Like, that image is very fucking not okay, like. There are other slide rails. There's another slide rail up here. Something closing and glowing. Terrifying things coming out of the dark. Oh man, we're in bright, broad fucking, like, daylight, man. and I'm more off-put and terrified than I have been playing a video game in a long fucking time. Oh, oh my god, every bone in my body is juiced right now. The desolation of this place is what's doing it too. Like, seeing that face fucking is scary, but like, the real horror is just how dead silent this place is. Like, not only are those creatures who presumably built it gone, get to higher ground, get to higher ground. Okay, so it's not here to just outright kill us. So a dam is breaking and water is going to rise through this area throughout the loop. Oh, dude. I think we want to hit that rough patch. The music, though. We haven't been communicated with not a single piece of text so far. And I'm already, like, drawn into the storyline of this place. Let's hit the rapids, see if we die. So perhaps the eye is more malicious than we first thought. The card's gonna carry us no matter what I do. So those things are around, and they're probably going to be enemies that chase me. Here they are again, on the moon of the ringed planet. Got to the stars, stuff is growing. Just murals, it looks like. Nothing else of note, just slow. They're going really minimal on the writing this time, which is a big departure from the main game. That's the biggest difference I've noticed so far. It's just how minimal the writing has been. Like we haven't discovered like a single piece of actual text. It's all been implications of pictograms and stuff. We don't have a way to translate their language yet, so this won't mean anything to us. Again, the desolation of this place is driving my attention right now. Like, again, not only are these beings that we saw in the images gone, but There is no life here. Not even a little. Okay. Eject pack refuels here. I wonder if there'll be a quick method back here for what we need. Or if we'll have to do the little trick of the light, so to speak, every time. What are these eye symbols? It's interesting that the symbol has remained the same across two different cultures. Can't wait for it to get spooky. This is magical. So that. Slow ourselves down. Figure out what's over here. Ship log updated. Again, we're in a brightly, artificially lit, like, greenhouse space station. And I'm more on edge than I've been playing any horror game in, like, literal years. Literal years. Ow. Ow. Oops. Guess we're moseying on this way. Lips resetting. There's so much more. What does death look like in from in here, I wonder? Spooky woods, man, donkey spooky woods. A spooky building nestled in the spooky woods. What is this? Oh, I know what this is. I need codes for this. Oh, indeed. We are not safe out here, it would seem. It was a different animation. Maybe at the ship log set to set the destination marker so luggage to visit. This is extraordinarily convenient timing, thanks. I like that the game's a little self-aware. Just try not to follow it so directly you find will fly into the sun, okay? I'm tempted to fly into the sun just to spite him. Let me make sure everything's all capturing. Seems to be. Yeah, I am like, you know, the technical issues happened and they're definitely a concern, but at the same time I'm so instantly enthralled by this DLC that my brain is on the stranger. Okay, let's look at some of these goodies. The stranger. A massive artificial ring world hidden within some sort of cloaking field. It does not appear to be Parthian or Mayan in origin. An enormous reservoir with wooden piers and buildings of both shores. A low-lying region near the entrance to the stranger. There are wooden buildings along the bank of the river. A slide field from the river lowlands showed a strange vault being closed and sealed with chains and a glowing symbol. I saw a building marked with a unique symbol recessed into one of the canyon walls, but the bridge that used to lead to it has rotted away. A pair of small rocky islands connected by a village of stilt houses. I found a large metal symbol for the Eye of the Universe inside a burned out building. There's more to explore here. Oh my god. Ooh. Sorry, I'm just like super. So can we just see this now, like you would expect to? Yeah. It really is just invisible, huh? We got to explore. We got no time to waste here. That noise. What's around the bank here? This is a different one. I guess this is the one we must have first entered in from. Because it's on the other side. Seems like there's a docking port on the other side. Okay, cool. I love this new primary method of transportation. It's such a nice change of pace from the ship, and the music just fits it so perfectly. This might be the best boat theme in a video game. It said there was more to explore here, and I concur. One of these rotundas. Looks like the same symbols as before. I'm gonna look at the spooky face again, but only to see if there's any notable details that I missed. Really don't wanna, but I'm gonna do it again. The eye calls out its signal to another solar system. They detect it. They become enamored with the eye, and then somehow it twists them. It makes them into something dark and hollow. This is some A-grade SCP plot right here. So this one... Burned, burned, burned. So somebody tried to burn this one. Vault is closing and locking. He comes out of the dark, he gets in something that lights up. Maybe a spotlight? Chains close on the thing. Maybe the spotlights control the chains? Either that or the spotlights are a warning for one of the enemy tactics. If there are any. So that dam breaks. Not long into the loop. Let's see if we can go see if there's anything to explore underneath it in the meantime. Just checking if the dam is breaking now. It certainly seems like it's on its way. How hard can I push back against the current? Not hard enough. Explore these like low wetlands while I have the opportunity. The architecture and the plant life almost remind me of like a Soul Cell. Like I feel like I'm in a like Dark Souls forest right now. This is a boss arena. It's got more open space. It's clearing. So whatever we figured out about this place. These guys are tall as fuck. You see it? It's so big. I want the big scary goat to step on me. No, no, no. Not now. Not now. No, you're straight. I'm kidding. I don't actually have that little self-restraint. Just joking. Just joking. The lame motif is like in my under my skin already. This first part is wandering so aimlessly, because this doesn't give you any like easy pointers to go off of like the other one does. My fueled. Dam's probably gonna break soon, so I should probably wait here. That looks extremely like a very explorable cave. The whole dam breaking flood mechanic is super neat. This is spooky. There's that vault again. Slide reel. Those friends look more spooky than they do otherwise. Guessing there will be a projector room. What the hell is this thing? Teleporter, maybe? This definitely smacks of teleporter. Saying way to activate. Notice these portraits are getting creepier as time goes on, which is perhaps apropos. There's that big ringed planet and all this art too. I wonder if we'll get to go there. That's a conclusion. You solve all the mysteries of this station just to get put in an entirely different soul system with its own set of problems. Oh my god, that's startling every time it happens. Here's my poor projector. Oh, this is so cool. Watch from a distance. Wow. Oh dear. Good? Good. We are perhaps good. Not sure if I explored this house. Oh, another projector room, perfect. Just need a working lantern. Usually you can find them in these observatory buildings, right? Yep. Okay, more potentially spooky as fuck images incoming. We're actually going to the planet, aren't we? They all went through there, though, so we know what that means. So we simply take away these lanterns. Can't hurt, right? We're pointing those things, and there's one missing. There's one missing and they're all pointing those things. So I guess my next objective is to find the missing guy and take his thing. And fill the missing link in that. Oh man, I'm getting so many heebie-jeebies! This is horror, man. This is atmosphere and tension. Oh my god. We're like, they haven't revealed a single fucking monster yet. Like, we know those guys are creepy and they'll probably become some kind of hazard later, but like, they haven't shown a fucking monster yet. They have not shown a monster yet. Oh yeah, I mean, funny signals out here? You sure are. Oh no. So we need to find the missing moose. This is like... I get SCP vibes from this, but not like, you know, boring average SCP, but like... keep you up at night with metaphysical bleeding SCP. Where like something is conceptually and atmospherically fucky enough that it just keeps you the fuck awake. So we know the bridge is destroyed here. I wonder if we came here earlier if the bridge would be intact. You can kind of almost make it too. And maybe if I were to like... Nah, not gonna happen. Me to the boat. I don't think it'll have enough push to pull me back. Nope. Going along with the server. Fucking magical, man. This is fucking magical. There's so much stuff that's broken here that could potentially not be broken if we came here earlier in the loop. Dam breaking will fuck up a lot of shit. Don't underestimate it. Love this idea of a dual state like area where like a natural disaster totally changes the landscape. Like this is easily like, you know, on the level if not conceptually interesting enough on its own to make its own game as the other planets. And you know, that kind of marks Outer Wilds, you know. All the different planets are conceptually interesting enough on their own to kind of make their own game out of. Yeah. I see your tricks, I see your secrets. Oh my god, is this it? Is this the vault? That's what we saw in the thing, right? Smaller than I thought it would be. So we got several creepy round rooms full of green glowing bullshit. I don't know what this reminds you of. I get a weird nostalgia for like a game I don't think I've played. Mist maybe? I know we're dying momentarily, but I'm still gonna have fun exploring. I'm very stuck. I think the rapids here are designed to kind of kill you. There we go. Interesting that the effect is different. As much as I love Subnautica, the pacing and atmosphere build of this DLC so far, it shits all over Subnautica, dude. For like two heavily exploration-focused games with a horror subtype, or sub-vibe, this is just like eating that for breakfast right now. And I love Below Zero. Below Zero was one of my favorite games to come out last year. Was it last year, or was it early this year? I don't remember. I now have another excuse to get all my other friends to play this. We'll see how much the knowledge of the rest of the world ties into this, but so far, this DLC seems really self-contained. Perhaps you need to understand things like the quantum mechanics in the rest of the game. That transition is so staggeringly smooth. Like, you could see the seams on it, but it's like so... It's so well executed that you don't even really care, you know? It's like one of those. Like, ah, I see what you did there. I am impressed. Ghost matter, huh? Very fun. Fuck you, game. It's a big fucking cloud of it. What? No die. Maybe if I can get under, there's a way in. Aha. I've played a video game before. Oh! That's it, that's the missing artifact. So did the Ghost Matter kill these guys as well? Is that the implication here? Well, we found the thing. Focus and conceal. Well, we generally already know where we bring this, right? So Armory March. We have an idea, at least. And if it doesn't freak me the fuck out, then it sucks. It sucks, I gotta bet. Not actually, though. It's way too, like, just absolutely massively enthralled by this DLC so far. I was worried this wouldn't add anything to the base game. And I was wrong. It's just, it's outdone itself in every possible metric so far. It's the building we're looking for. You fill our fuel while we're here. Ooh, I'm like heebie-jeebies right now. Like that room full of like dead gods, practically. Like they went to the eye of the universe, right? They are practically dead gods. Like I wouldn't know how else to describe them. For all intents and purposes, gods that are dead. Hey. Time for the scariest shit I've ever done in my life. I'm leaving the room because I am too scared. So whatever this does, it didn't do anything. Focus and conceal. Well, that didn't quite solve our issue, did it? Oh well, let's explore onward, shall we? Since the dam still isn't broken. Okay, so hitting stuff doesn't damage you directly, it just tends to throw you out. I love moving using the flashlight, it's such a creative idea. And bridge is not here. I thought it might be tied to the thing, but it's not. Well, time to explore the spooky house, I guess. Just the house in the woods. Just wonder what it's about. Maybe the tide coming up reveals the spooky house. So looks like they're like little slideshow reels on fire. In the green fire. Knowing the implications of that. We did find one that was partially burned earlier. What I could try doing is bringing a slide reel to that fire and throwing it on. But the prospect of going back in that room with all the dead gods is... the heebie-jeebied. All my like, you know, like, experimentation instincts are being suppressed by my, like, you know, horror game trauma instincts. Not actually, but, like, you know, like, if I find any other implication, I will still try it. Yep, there's one of those fucking slideshow reels here. Fucking slideshows. Again, the, like, paintings of them get spookier and spookier the further you go from the starting area. And there was the implication that the eye somehow corrupted them. Doors can be kind of annoying when they activate it. Oh wait, that's that. Oh yeah, this thing again. Fuck me, dude. Oh, my whole fucking heart all at the same time. Oh, I was close to it too, so it was fucking loud. Holy bejeebus, fuck, shit, Christ, fuck. It shows the bridge. Oh my god, my fucking heart. Oh my god. Anyway, I have no idea what to do with this yet, so I'm gonna move on. That kind of looks like the teleporter. Just trying to pull some bullshit. I mean, let's go get fucking killed by rapids. Ow! Oh, I was hoping it wouldn't be that quickly. So we know we can find that strange handheld device that kind of looks like some kind of focuser gun. And that there's a room rotunda full of these dead things, except for one who is missing, and they're all holding them opened. Very strange indeed. I want to check my log and see if I got any, like, tidbits of information that I wasn't quite, like, keen on. An enormous reservoir with wooden piers and buildings on both shores. Submerged structure. A large metal structure suspended by chains. It can be entered by slipping from below. There is a sealed vault illuminated by the fire inside the structure. A low-lying building. There are wooden buildings along the banks of the river. On several ornate metal artifacts. Inside a workshop, surrounded by ghosts. To the top, cinder aisles. The upper floors can only be reached from a second entrance at the back of the tower. I found a slide rule that shows the stranger's inhabitants opening a secret passage around it. Candidates are shown filing into one of these rooms around the stranger. My god, man. Just like currently recovering my pulse here. Oof. If this keeps up with this tension, keeps it high, I might actually take anxiety meds. This is intense. You know it's good horror when I need anxiety meds. Unlock, it's just a transition again. I played Elite Dangerous, I don't need that play assist. What the fuck? Huh? I got up like a little early. It's like my speed reset and it just collided me with everything. Yeah, short one, huh? I'll replay. Oh man, my whole fucking life. Oh. Wow. And deep breaths. I'm surprised they managed to, like, keep the whole concept of a third civilization, a third spacefaring race, and one that's met the eye, no doubt, under wraps. I'm really impressed by their dedication to that. La, da, da. It's another one of these, like, sarcophagi, for lack of a better word. We'll call them for now. So we got these artifacts. Get up. I thought the location might have something to do with ghost matter, but I guess not. All I know is that it butthole flexes and shuts. It focuses and it conceals. So I'm guessing this acts as some kind of lantern device. Like, that's gotta be it, right? It looks like it can hold some kind of light or power source in the middle. This turns it off. This focuses the beam. I'm sure turning it off is imperative in some sense. Bet there are spooky motherfuckers that chase you in this one. Just get a very spooky motherfuckers that chase you vibe from this. Wouldn't be the same concept twice. In this room, they're all here. And the fires of all of these are lit. That's it. I light. I light it with the fire. Back to horror fuck we go. Please destroy my bones and eliminate my entire ass immediately. For I am not prepared for the level of horror that I'm about to experience. Boats moseying on by. Oh, there's one over there. Just stay calm. This is the calm river traveling part. I don't have to be afraid of spooky goat monsters yet. Oh man, can you imagine the amount of fairy porn there's gonna be of these guys? Can't wait. Got the jetpack came over. Got the jetpack fell, so refill jetpack. So we know these guys somehow made contact with the Eye of the Universe and were corrupted by it. That's all we know about them really so far. And they have some kind of horrendous vault sealed by 3 chains, of which we have no idea what's inside. Oh man, I'm sweating because we're here now and I gotta do it. Ugh. It's just a video game. It can't hurt you. Only terrify you and leave you in a panic state. Things I do for love. Okay. So these are all lit with a green fire. The breathing sound effect is not helping game. So out of that room. Okay, so we thought we could do something with the fire, but no. We know that these are all lit with a kind of green fire. They objectively are. But we don't know how to light our own, is the problem. Going back in. Let's make the lighting slightly less fucking spooky in here, shall we? Right here of all places. Nope, gotta get out again. That's not the solution to just bring it and light it, it seems. The only thing I could think of is that I can light it at the other one, but it doesn't seem like that one is distinct from this one. I don't know, let's go to the big seal room with it. And quickly, because the dam's gonna break relatively soon. zoom in. I love how this part of the area has its own kind of thing. Kind of, definitely. I need some. Oh, timing, man. It startles the shit out of me every fucking time. Shit! Let's get back up here. Aha, there's an entrance. Oh. I'd like a little natural light, please. Morning, Will. This symbol of this thing keeps cropping up. It looks almost like a bell. Some demonic, awful bell. Oh. I need a proper lantern, I think. Oh, okay. This is just an indication of how to get inside the freaking thing with the vault, which we kind of figured out on our own earlier. And I wanted to try taking the artifact that I found in there. See if I can do anything with it. I'll say I'm a smidge frustrated because I feel like I should have seen some progress by now, and I haven't in a little while. Very minor issue, though. Not really. I'll just go as well. It's frustrating me because I know this device is related to the fire somehow. Because the guys we see inside the things are carrying ones that are lit with those green flames. It seems like there are maybe 3 towers and we have to bring back a flame from each of them. That sort of seems to be what the implication is. And then that will somehow unlock this vault and whatever terrible secret lies inside of it. Sealed away. Just being in this room has me like on the edge, you know. Startled the shit out of me. Ever loving shit out of me. Whew. I think I meditate though. I think what I want to do is view those things again, because I think that might have given me some implication about what exactly to do with the artifact. The reels. I want to look at those again. There were 3. There were 2 in that first building, and I don't remember where the third one was. I know there was a different projector room that held it though, and I think I remember where that projector room is, so I can kind of infer and figure it out. The leitmotif is just so good. It's gonna be burned into my mind for years after I play this, as this game's original soundtrack is. I will say that the loop mechanic on display, while cool, is definitely a little underwhelming though. Maybe they do more with it later than I haven't found out yet, but you know, never know. I'm not gonna pass too much judgment on it right now. I understand that this part of the DLC or this part of the game is not meant to be as focused on the main game. It's meant to be focused on the eye of the universe and why it exists and its many secrets and whatever the fuck it did to these cute little gophers. Or cute little gophers. I really have to push twice. That. There's like a whole language we don't know yet that'll reveal infinitely more about this area. Go in here. Really don't wanna. Let's go drop the artifact over where it'll be easier to find. I swear before we saw the fucked up corruption image that the goat friends looked like way less sinister in all their paintings. Maybe it's just me though. Maybe it's just seeing that image has like tarnished my image of them internally. Take this. Door seals. Creepy guy comes out of the darkness. He's interacting with something there and shining a light through it, which causes the chain to seal. Again, are these three symbols. You know, the other one doesn't give us any specials. So if the eye does have a malicious side, does that sort of prove Solanum's childhood intuition about it right? Did it lead them to the dark Branwell in a sinister way? Did it do it intentionally, maliciously? I'm so intrigued by everything so far, but I don't know how I feel about what it does to change the narrative going on. You know, again, we'll see how it pans out. I'm a little bit skeptical of this DLC because Outer Wilds is such a complete game on its own, and I don't feel like the eye itself needs to be explained and expanded on. I feel like it was always meant to be a very conceptual and interpretive thing. Oh, we'll see. His face is blooded out. Oh man, every like interior space in this is just bone chilling. It's just the right mix of darkness and like mortifying silence. Like again, the desolation of this place, the lack of organic to it. Like there are trees. Everything here is made out of wood. The wood is old and dead looking. Everything is faded, and there's not a hint of life anywhere. Just these old, cursed, half-dead trees. Among other... There are a couple of reels here, but this one shows the eye of the universe. considering what we just learned about it. I'm a little concerned about that. We know at least one of these shows them all going into the thing, but I don't think I saw the second one. Let's take both these up in case we somehow get fucked up. Yeah, it's this middle symbol. I think there are 3 of these towers, and that's what the symbols symbolize. I don't think we've seen this one. I have the universe, their planet. Oh, I see the device on here. They're looking up to the eye of the universe. They scan it. Yeah, the universe kills them. So in this version, it almost seems like the eye didn't corrupt them at all. But they found the eye, realized that it foretold the end of the universe, and they were mortified by it. And perhaps this is just a guess, but their whole deal is trying to stop the end of the universe. Those faces, though, are like first images, man. And I think this is the other one about them all going into the thing, right? There's that object again. Guy comes out of the darkness. He lights some kind of lantern. Very distinctive shape. I'll know it if I see one. Seems like that bit of information is in slide reels all over the place, so it's a key one. For sure. I have a feeling this little doodad might have something to do with lighting and them and stuff. Could you beep at me like this? We'll get more fuel, okay? Those faces, man. Oh my god. Like, ripped my fucking soul apart. I'm really susceptible to that. Like, you know, the spooky face or whatever. You know, either beady or sunken eyes. Or just plain eye holes, like in this case. You know, super open mouth. Just that totally deadened, like, look of pure withering, kind of. So they saw the eye, they scanned the eye with some kind of device, and they understood what it was through that scan. And what they foresaw in that seemed to be their own demise by the eye's hands. The eye, as we know, is some kind of eternal universe Zippo lighter from what we understand. And as the universe's Zippo lighter, it kind of remains between, well, for lack of a better term, universe's loops. That's an interesting thematic parallel there. And because of that, perhaps they hated or despised the Eye in some way. Whereas the Eye doesn't seem to really have any intentions. I could see perhaps two factions here. One of them who believed the Eye has fully corrupted their fellow kin, and the other who understands that the knowledge of the Eye is what corrupted them, not anything else or anything less. That's the one that shows us how to get inside of these. Comes the water. Let's look at these. There's this one, which is the one we're currently at. Here's the bell creature, bell thing, which is where the seal is held, for lack of a better word. There's one in the cliff wall, which is, I think, what is across the bridge. There's this one, which is what we're currently at. There's this one, which is the one back at the starting area. There's this one in the cliff wall, which I think is across the bridge. And then there's the bell itself. Perhaps this belays some kind of order? What this seems like to me is some kind of teleporter that I don't know how to use yet. Something that'll quickly transport me to any of these areas, but you know, we don't know enough yet. We still don't have any way to translate their language. I have a feeling filling in the gap in that room of, again, for lack of a better word, dead gods. I have a feeling filling that in will give us the language we need, the language unlock we need, for lack of a better way of putting it. Let's go see if we can find the bridge again. I want to have a closer look at it. See if what we're actually looking for is across it. Because I did get some deja vu seeing it. Yeah, that is most certainly the third temple. Maybe. It certainly looks like the one we saw in the images on the teleporter thing. Again, guessing it's a teleporter, not 100% sure. I wonder. Oh yeah, it'll reach. Whatever's inside there, there's a ghost spider. It does look like there's a path potentially leading through the rock this way, though. Which is what I was wondering. It seemed to have, like, magicked it in there. Like, I think what happened is it landed on the light door and activated it, which caused the light door to shut on it. And since it was attached to one of the doors, it swung inward and gave us a better view. Imagine that. So judging by that, it looks like potentially there's a route from over there. Maybe something that needs to be accessed early in the loop, like with that building we saw. Onto the land. So there's that route there, which we haven't gone down. It's on its own, does it seem to lead anywhere we know it. But there is a second arch over here that does lead somewhere. Very excited. That might be our next point of progress. We can get to the final building. I want to see if we can access any of the buildings that are up here. I haven't been to this opposite side of the dam, you know, pre-collapse in a while. So I think there might be some real value to glean from checking it out. I only was here once, and only for like half a minute before it started collapsing. Good timing. This is another station, right? Another theater, for lack of a better word. Indeed. So there may be yet more reels out here for us to view. Don't seem to be any in here right this second, but there might be in the nearby area pre-collapse, dam breaking. Let's take the hard loop. So primary goal of this next loop. Visit the opposite side of the dam before collapse ASAP. Just go straight there. Explore as much as possible there. Try and find a route back to the other side of the bridge. So I've been thinking about like what the slides have been telling us, and it seems like there are these three like flame fixtures, for lack of a better word, these three torches at different locations around the area. And when they're lit, it keeps the chains in place, but as soon as you unlight them, as soon as you snuff out their light, then the chains will break. And it seemed like one of these goatmen is holding the lantern in each case. So there might be like, you know, escape or trap sequences that we have to do a la Amnesia in order to get them to leave their posts and do the thing. I'm not bad at piloting boats, apparently, at least in this game. This is a different area. There are different areas in these different rapid paths. Or are there? Isn't this the bridge? Yeah, this is the bridge. Yeah, these two lead to the same at least, but I don't see a third, so there might be a third path. That is worth exploring. Okay, we're here pre-dam destruction. We have a lot to cover. First, I want to go through that path. I want to reverse through the current and go down this path. This is like my primary interest right now. Okay. In that case, we might have to go down the right path at the crossroads, for lack of a better word, of the stuff. I don't like that this is cordoned off. That's very concerning. Hope it's just because there's some holes in the shit. The dial seems to be removed from that. Even more concerning. Don't like the creepy shit I'm seeing in there. Don't like it. Not a fan. Now we're in here again. This is what gave us the secret to enter the thing. So I don't think this thing in particular is anything more to tell us. Just right now. Might as well go traverse the dam while it's intact. Although I don't think I'm gonna find much up here. Because it doesn't seem like getting up here is super intense. Alright. I'm fine. What's on the other side? What may be on the side of the dam? Side without the creepy staircase to nowhere. Fucking highway to hell ass. Stairway to fucking SCP land ass. Bullshit. We're going down there, right? I haven't had to like fucking pep talk my way into doing horror stuff in a while. They would watch the sun here. Their very own sun station. Christopher. What's this? Change device, and I don't know what it does, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Right now. Oh no, what is this? It looks like they're siphoning energy from our sun into this and into 3 other things. Maybe 3 other planets good there. Maybe that's what the 3 towers are for. We're meant to light these 3 things and they do something. There's also a drawing of a shade over the window in here. This big thing. So many more questions. This place is fucking dead creepy, that's for sure. We're dead creepy. I don't want to die in the thing crashing, so I'm gonna flop on this way. So note to self, I need to take the right fork. So it looks like there's a whole bunch of shit over there that I don't even know about. This will be kind of cool to watch from close up, I guess. I guess the cracks get more and more the longer you're here. There's another house at that end that I've got to look at as well, I think. Jesus Christ, that's so sudden when it happens. Holy crap, there's like no warning, not even a little bit. Just instant shatter of my poor heart. God, you could see stuff getting wrecked from this far away in high detail. That's crazy. It's crazy. This DLC is crazy. Yeah, like most of those ruins get wrecked too. I want to take that right route and check out all the shit that's there, because there was a lot of it. I'm still just wrecked by the sheer, like, quality atmosphere building in horror here. Like, my whole body is just vibrating. I think this might be my last sleep. I think after this one, I've gotta like take a break at least for like a couple hours, if not for the night, because I'm just totally like, you know, like physically, you know, cortisol soaked right now, and I can't focus on the progression aspect. I want to say that I'm like, what, 2.5 hours into this DLC? There hasn't been a single, like, scary enemy or monster yet. And yet, I'm more scared than I have been playing, you know, any horror game that's come out in the past couple years. The last time I felt this, like, genuinely skeeved out about any game was Echostasis, and that's not really a horror game. Echostasis is fucking great, by the way. Go play the free demo. Please go play the free demo. It is so good. Schoolboy touching my belly. Sorry for interrupting the atmosphere. Startled by a sensation, you know how it is. I think I wanted to take the far rightmost path here. I like that. Oh. Okay, elevators. This one looks like it's broken now. This means this one over here is on me. Oh, I see. That's what those are. Okay. So now we know what that device is on the inside of the dam outside the dam. One that seemed like broken or something. Shit. Well, now we know where all three are. Keenly aware of all three locations. I don't know. It's fucking terrifying monster slideshows ending in monster images of monster baby. This leads to the other side of the bridge because same symbol. Making so much progress all of a sudden. Took a while to know, I guess. One-way door. I think this is meant to be another boat that we can use. It looks like the first one you come across. Oh. So we don't know how to get into whatever the hell that was. All I know is I'm supremely spooked and I want out of this building. As I always fucking do. Door only. Yeah, another one of those. Again, I'm tentatively calling them sarcophagi. Not because I think that's what their actual function is, but because I think looks like there was more than one doorway in here. Which means there's another entrance. Well, isn't that always the case with you? Okay, it's time to go get fucking horrified by these goddamn projector images again. Jesus fucking Christ. There's an artifact here. I will do one more loop if I don't get to watch all these slides before the next one. Maybe another one hidden around here somewhere as well. Gonna need a lantern. We unfortunately know exactly where to get those. Okay, so third thing. This is gonna fucking spook us again. Lights the third thing. Third chain goes up. So they're basically telling us what we already know. There are these strange, like, torch artifacts in places. Making a thing. Now we get to watch the story with the horrifying faces again. Great. Good. Fantastic. This one seems to hopefully be about the artifact and what we can do with it. Scared face, scared face. Not watching the scared face open again. I got the gist the first two times. Even just seeing the like silhouette of it, like eyes unopened. So they built this place. They began watching the solar system in some way. Then there's a huge missing gap of time. Absolutely massive missing period of time that we don't know about. And then they started performing those rituals with the quote artifacts. Damn, breaking scared the shit out of me. Somebody smashed this eye mural. It doesn't just look like it fell, it looks like somebody ripped it down and tore it to pieces. More of my narrative being confirmed, perhaps? Confirmation bias, maybe? So we don't know the codes for these yet. So it looks like either these three factions or three opinions on what happened here infer that there seemed to be some kind of major interaction with the eye that led to some kind of ritual, some kind of clawing for survival, an understanding of mortality and the death of the universe, that then caused all of these creatures go maximum banana gonzo. Absolutely fucked levels of just abject nihilism, leading to further, some kind of further, some kind of whole fucking mess. It caused them to go insane or become corrupted in some way. And then they sealed something off. We just don't know what it is yet. And it seems like, you know, our immediate objective is to unseal whatever forbidden, you know, piece of knowledge or, you know, great horror of the eye that we don't understand, that we cannot comprehend. Might as well go in and check on the friendos, right? Just one last time before the loop ends. I'm curious if all three were filled except for that one seat. Yep, all except for the one seat. Well, that's enough of that. I'm gonna check my ship log and then we're gonna clean up the stream. I am super on board with all of this right now, and I really want to continue, but if I continue, it's gonna be bad for my anxiety in the long term, or at least in like the, well, not in the long term, but like in the rest of the day kind of thing. You know, I want to, you know, take some time out of this, take some time to think over like my head canons right now. And, you know, all the information I have and what I could potentially do with that artifact. We know it lights on fire, and we know we can use it to do stuff. I wonder if there's anyone I could talk to about these discoveries. Let's read some of this. I found a projection that shows the strange rim moving beyond the reach of the supernova. There's still so much to consider. Okay. I feel like I've got somewhat of an idea what I want to do next. Namely, I've got to figure out what that device does and how I can use it to somehow unseal the vault. There seem to be 3 hidden thingies that I could perhaps reach to unseal it. That were like 3 like torches that were somehow lit, and then that I can perhaps snuff out. Probably to horrific effect. And I think perhaps the part of the method to that is figuring out how that artifact and the green fire works together. In any case, I am anxious enough about that to have like a minor stomachache. So apologies for not going further than this today, but you know, I might return later. Probably not. I'm kind of fucking tired already. Was up all night playing fucking Outer Wilds to have a save ready for this. It really doesn't seem like you need the save ready. It seems like you can maybe use some of the info you have in a complete map to maybe inform your lore opinion of what's going on here initially. But the, like, actual area itself seems to have its own unique cordoned off plot compared to everything else so far. But, you know, that may change. We don't know enough concrete information yet to say that definitively. All we have are bits and pieces. And I'm so far incredibly enthused by this. Like, you know, technical issues at the beginning of the stream aside, I haven't played like a horror thing in a long time that has made me this, not exactly afraid, but tense. You know, like I keep mentioning the word desolation. It's just this barely living, you know, space station. You know, that's set up like a big greenhouse, basically. It should be. It is uncomfortably idyllic because there's almost no life in it. Most of the trees seem to be half dead. All the residents that built the structures there are clearly dead from some kind of ritual that they performed. And, you know, there doesn't seem to be any life, not the tiniest hint of any kind of life. You know, if you build like a greenhouse like this, you know, to keep the plants well made, you'd have like a couple creatures, and, you know, even if they weren't going to represent that by actually having visible creatures, you might expect it to see it in the ambience, but no, the place is just, you know, dead air and rushing water, and that's it. Some subtle clanks of machinery and the whispered breaths of ghosts in particular areas. It's just so unnerving. Unnerving and desolate. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I am hooked, but I need a break, basically. Again, might come back later, probably not. Um, but I'm at least some for now. We'll definitely be playing more of this tomorrow, because it's Outer Wilds all over again, man. It has been, over 2 years since this game came out, and that I played it for the first time. I played it in June of 2019. And it's still just the best. It's still, the developers have still got it, and perhaps got even more. Because now that they're hot off, like, one of the best games of all time, they're confident too. They are not being reserved at all with any of this, and I'm just... it's just got me, okay? Anyway, I'm gonna look quickly to see if there's anybody I'd like to host. The answer is probably not, because I can't really send you to Outer Wilds streams for my own spoiler reasons. Maybe Mythic. Let's see if Mythic is, like... Yeah, Mythic still seems to just be doing their second playthrough. So I'm gonna host Mythic. Have enough people to, like, raid with? Yeah, go watch Mythic. They're finishing up a second playthrough, so they can also fill out a save for the new DLC. Give them a friendo poke from me. If you're a KC sub, give them a KC wave. You know the drill. I type mythical refox.